Coffee was and still is one of the most popular and most bought beverages. Every morning my parents get coffee. Hi, I'm Maisy Wright, and I'll be talking to you about fair price and fair trade and how coffee is ruining our rainforest. Moms, dads, teachers, even students drink coffee to keep us awake when we're tired. Parents and teachers drink this because they help them stay awake when they're stressed, and coffee is like a nice break to them. They want to drink coffee because it's addicting. They drink coffee because it tastes nice, and they want to drink more of it because it's addicting. Coffee can first be grown, and then it's picked, and then they check with the government, then they package the coffee, then they trade the coffee, and trading coffee can happen many times over and over again. Then the coffee goes to the stores, and then the stores roast it, and then we consume it and buy it. We can use the grounds of the coffee to produce our own coffee, or we can use it like fertilizers on other plants. I can use statistics to show how much coffee is grown each year and how much it is consumed and how much fertilizers and pesticides are used each year. Coffee is the 5th most important trade in the world. Millions of people grow coffee on their farm. It's ruining our rainforests because soil is getting ruined because we put pesticides and chemicals in them. We waste the water because we wash the beans. And so where do we put the water? It goes to waste. And pollution. Pollution is going into our air because we roast the beans and we use fuel to do that, which pollutes our air. All this water affects the food chain because the toxin which goes at the bottom of the sea or in the soil, which causes the food chain to change. It affects us because the animals in the rainforest, like birds and foxes, eat the toxin, and that's bad because then we consume those animals. That means we have toxin in ourselves. The animals that eat the toxin will decrease because they eat so much toxin. There is a more sustainable way of making coffee. It's called co-op. Co-op is easier. Co-op offers farmers higher price. So if the farmers get higher price, they will keep giving to the co-op. The co-op is more eco-friendly because it reuses their water that they wash with the beans. They don't waste their water, and it is not ruining our environment. They make their fuel by using their waste. Farmers don't have control on their price that they want to make their coffee that they made, but they do have control on the amount of money they invest on their farm. Starbucks understands that there's too much ruining our resources and our ecosystem, so they try to do better. How can we be more eco-friendly? We could use less water to grow the plants and to wash the beans, and we could use less pesticides and chemicals. There is a thing called shade-grown coffee. Shade-grown coffee gets picked by hand, uses less chemicals, and also makes less coffee. Sun-grown uses more chemicals and uses pollution and fuel because they use a truck to get their coffee. But they make more coffee, but they use more resources and ruin our forests. How does it make us use less resources and not ruin the environment? Well, it conserves less water and uses less resources and less polluting in the air, and using less chemicals is better than using more. How can numbers help? Well, can you imagine actually drinking 3.1 cups of coffee a day? Gross. And in the whole world drinks up to 2.5 billion cups of coffee a day. Every year at the coffee sales, they get $70 billion. Farmers get $2.5 billion of the real price the coffee is bought for. People in the USA who love coffee drink 3.1 cups a day. Why is economic development important? It's important because people that produce coffee need to make their own living and their own money so they can take care of themselves. Technified farming versus traditional farming. Technified uses a big truck to get the beans. Traditional uses hands. Technified is bigger. Traditional is smaller. Technified uses more chemicals. Traditional uses less chemicals. Can you imagine all this work for just one cup of coffee? But is more healthier.